I'm Dr. Brett Osborn, board-certified neurosurgeon, nutrition specialist, and featured BPI sports expert.
I see the benefits of a ketogenic diet. We talk about it all the time. So I know that there's the health benefits, know there's the weight loss benefits. It's just trying to figure out what that sweet spot is.
And I think it has to do with your goals. I think if you are in this to bodybuild and you are into hypertrophy your muscles, you are not going to do real well on these ketogenic diets, which is why bodybuilders don't do that. They do it only when they're
trying to get lean.
Yeah, and they sacrifice muscle.
So guys like Whitney and I that aren't trying to get any bigger. We're at a point, I mean, I don't know about you. I'm not trying to get bigger, not trying to get any stronger. I've been the same size for a long time. I'm happy being here. Would always like to be leaner, especially consistently. So that's my goal is, how do I maintain lean muscle, still feel good in the gym, and stay lean?
What you need to do, and we talked a little bit about this, it's the same thing, it's the same conversation with people with their biochemistries. It's just a matter of experimenting. So for you, James, what you need to do, and same thing with Whitney, you guys have done this, all right? But you really need to make it into a science project, okay? Everything here is data-based. We're always looking at data, right? So what you need to do is you literally need to try to control everything and just start manipulating, right? Manipulating the macros. And you know what? You don't have any immediate goals. In other words, you don't need to push the system. You know, it's like the force equals mass times acceleration type of thing. In other words, you need to drive the system hard one way if you want to, I'm going to use the words, I don't like it, bulk up. Okay, what does that mean to a bodybuilder? Eat Coke, you know, drink Coke and eat pizza and popcorn and Skittles and things like that. And they're going to, you know, become huge and then they'll taper it down. That's not the goal here. The goal here is to just sort of stay in one place. I'm not going to say you're going to break world's record strength-wise, because then you need to push the system some way. Some way. You need to push the system. Eat more.
How big do you want to be? How strong do you want to be? How lean do you want to be?
That's it.
It really,
so you
really
just have to
depends
decide.
on your goal.
My goal has been, look, I want to be able to deadlift 500 pounds at body weight of 170. I can. Okay, great. All right. That's a nice barometer for me. All right. And I want to be able to squat into the fours at a body weight, low body weight. Great. I can do these things. I'm not much of a bencher, so I don't sort of gravitate towards it. Sure. Would I like to do it? Yeah, but I'll probably get injured, or I'll probably have to push the system harder. You know, in other words, eat a lot in order to get to bench.
But then you're sacrificing maybe your goal for being lean.
And this is the problem. So you have to decide, what is your goal? Correct. What is your goal? If it's just a matter of staying where you are, maintaining a really, really great degree of fitness, muscularity, leanness, right? You can do that on these modified ketogenic protocols. We do. But if you want to push the system one way or another, you're going to sacrifice something. 100% you're going to sacrifice it. You cannot do it. You know, you can't have your cake and eat it too. It just doesn't happen. You can't just say, well, I'm gonna get strong. I'm gonna get really, really strong, and I'm gonna maintain, you know, this degree of leanness. No, you're not.
Not gonna happen.
I can assure you, you're not, because you're gonna have to push the system. In other words, you got to nudge the system a little bit. How are you gonna nudge the system? I got to eat more.
That's the funny thing about this conversation is you're talking about two guys that have done that through you know, our careers in the gym of experimenting. What works? I mean, one of the best things I ever learned from a bodybuilder that was very successful is he took copious notes. Every time he did a diet, and he approached it with the scientific method, which is just changing one variable at a time, being very patient, measuring the results, coming to a conclusion, trying another thing, and over time, he found what worked for him, and that was his takeaway from the whole thing is what works for me isn't going to necessarily work for you.
100%.
And that's my big thing with a lot of these magic diets, like the ketogenic diet is being touted as like this miracle weight loss thing, this one size fits all. And I'm not anti-keto. I just want people to be better educated and to understand that you're not going to have the best of all worlds. It depends on what your goal is. If you want to lose a lot of weight, a lot of fat, hey, it works.